Welcome to my channel. In this class we're going to take time for some delicious stretches, so you should feel not only stronger but longer, more open and more at ease in your body. Let's start lying on our backs, soles of the feet together, knees apart, opening the arms, really softening the body into the floor and becoming aware of the breath. And slowly bring the knees together, hug them in towards the chest. Inhale, and on the exhale, squeeze the knees towards the chest. Release as you inhale. And then again, exhale, bring the knees in towards the chest, really squeezing them in. Again, inhale. Exhale, this time lift the head up, bringing the nose towards the knees. Release down as you inhale. Exhaling, curling up into a tight little ball. Place the hands behind your head and bring it down. Again, lifting up, bring the knees in towards you. Then we're going to take a toe touch. The one foot touches the floor and then the other one. And keep going, keeping the hips slightly curled up, really drawing the stomach in, beginning to warm up the center. Keep lengthening through the spine. And relax the head down. Bring your arms behind your thighs and use that wrapping around to bring your legs even closer in towards your head and relax it down. So again, using the arms, really squeeze the knees in towards you, draw the navel in and release it down. Again, bringing the knees towards you, hands clasped behind your head, and now both toes touch towards the floor and coming up. As the toes touch down, really draw your stomach in. You might not even touch the floor, just go as far as you can. Touch and back. Touch. Bring your knees in. One more time. And relax the head down. Place the feet on the floor so you can shift your hips over to the left. Then pick up both knees and drop them over to the right, opening the arms. And you might want to stay there exactly as you are, or to deepen the stretch, you can cross the top leg underneath the bottom leg. And just take a moment to enjoy the stretch. Enjoy the breath. Each exhalation, relax the body even more. Then coming back to center, let's shift the hips over to the right, pick up the legs and drop them over to the left. Maybe staying like that and breathing, opening the chest. Or for a slightly deeper stretch, you can cross the top leg underneath the bottom one. Getting that beautiful twist through the body. Breathing in and out. Bringing it back to center, clasp the hands behind the head, lengthen the neck, and as you exhale, lift the head and shoulders up. Then we're going to lift the hips up, and as the hips go up, the head drops back down. Lift the head and shoulders up. So it's like a seesaw motion. The head goes up, the hips go down, and start peeling the hips up, and as the hips float up, the head goes back down. Lifting up the head, dropping vertebra by vertebra down into the mat, and then lifting the hips, allowing the head to go down. Lengthen the neck as you lift the head, really working through one bone at a time. Lifting the hips up high, pushing the feet into the floor. Head up, hips up. And then just bring the hips down, keep the head down, bring the soles of the feet together, knees apart. And we're going to side bend over to the right. So bringing the right elbow in the direction of the right knee, opening up the left side of the ribs, breathing into that left side. Really taking some time. And then when you're ready, coming back to center, let's go to the other side. Side bend over to the left. Bring your left elbow in the direction of the knee. So you're opening up the right side of the rib cage and breathing into that side. Really opening up the body in this stretch. Coming back to center, hug the right knee in and start circling the right foot and ankle. Nice big circles. Then we're going to stretch the back of the leg so you can lift the head up. Think of lengthening both legs as you breathe into that stretch. And release it down. Let's go to the other side. Hug the knee in, circle your ankle in one direction and then in the other direction. Nice big easy circles. And then stretching the back of the leg, holding on behind the leg, lifting the head up. Think of the length of the leg on the floor as well as the one that you're stretching towards you. Bring the right knee in towards your chest. We're going to lift the head and shoulders up. You can support your head in your hands and lengthen the left leg until it reaches up towards the ceiling and then lengthening it down towards the floor. Flex the foot as you go up, point as you go down. Keep swinging that leg up, and as you lengthen it down, really draw the stomach in. Keep lengthening the tips of the toes away from the top of the head, and then place the legs on the floor. Open the elbows. We're going to press that right foot into the floor until you feel the right hip coming up and relax it down. Keep the elbows nice and wide as you lift the right hip up. Think of sending the right knee forwards and then bringing it back down. Lift the head and shoulders up, and we're going to bring the left shoulder towards the right knee. So twist left shoulder towards the right knee and down. Lift it up and let's take little pulses up and up and up, pulling the stomach in and relax it down. Let's side bend over to the right, so bringing the right elbow towards the right foot. Lift that right hip up and down. Again, press the hip up and bring it back down. Push the floor down, the hip goes up. This time we're going to lift the right elbow up and then take it all the way over to the top diagonal of the mat and bringing it back. You might want to side bend a little bit more to go again. Lift up the right elbow, take it all the way to the opposite diagonal and bringing it back. Again, lift the hip, lift the elbow, take the elbow to the diagonal of the mat and coming back. Let's just relax all that out for a moment, see if there's any difference between the right and the left side of the body. Bring the left knee in, lift the head and shoulders up, and lengthen the right leg up and lengthen it down. Flex the foot up, point it down. You can keep on holding to your knee, or if you want, you can clasp your hands behind your head. As you lengthen the foot away, really draw the stomach in, reaching it up and down. Up, lengthening it away. Place the feet down, hands behind the head, open up the elbows. Press your left foot down to lift the hip up and release it down. Press the foot, lift that left hip up, keep the elbows nice and wide, release it down. Again, pushing down, lifting the left hip up, dropping it down. One more time, push with the foot, reach that knee forwards, open the elbows and back. We're going to twist and take the right elbow towards the left knee and bring it down. Really working those obliques. elbow towards a knee and down. Stay there, take little pulses up and up, opening in between the shoulder blades. Keep the neck really long as you draw the stomach in. Relax that down and let's side bend over to the left. In the side bend, we're going to lift the left side of the hip up and drop it down. Press the foot into the floor, lift the left hip up and drop it down. Again, lift it up, lift the left elbow up and take it over to the top diagonal of the mat and bring it down. You might want to side bend a little bit more and go again. Lift the elbow and take it across, diagonally across to the top end of the mat and bringing it back. Again, lifting up, elbows, getting that twist through the body. Should feel really nice. And take it all the way back. Come to center, stretch the legs out long and clasp the hands behind the head. Lengthen the neck, and on the exhale, bring the head and shoulders up. Inhale, as you exhale, lengthen the legs away even more. Again, inhale, exhale, lengthen the legs, lengthen the fingertips. I'm going to pump. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, pump the arms. Exhale, draw the stomach in. Really reach the tips of the toes away from the top of the head. A little bit more pumping and relax down. Let's go again. Lift the head up, reach the fingertips, lengthen the legs. If you want, you can float the feet up just a little bit off the floor. I'm breathing in and out. So keep reaching the toes away from the top of the head. Pull the stomach in. You can lift the legs up a little bit higher if you want, or keep them on the floor. And relax. Hug the knee towards the chest. On the next exhale, lift the head up. And we're going to take a few rocks up and down, massaging through your spine till we come to a sitting position. Soles of the feet together, knees apart. Really lengthen the top of the head up so your spine is as long as possible. And we're going to come forward with a long spine so you can use your elbows to open the knees just a bit more. Keep lengthening, lengthening, lengthening. When you can't lengthen anymore, drop the top of the head down and really relax. Feel the weight of the head, the softness in the muscles of the face. Really taking some time to deepen the stretch here. Each exhalation, see if you can relax down just a little bit more. And slowly rolling up one vertebra after another. And we're going to flow through in a wave-like motion, rounding the back to come up, lengthening the spine forward and using the deep stomach muscles to bring you back. Lengthen, open, drop the head over, draw the stomach in. Very nice undulating motion through the spine, and then reverse, rounding the spine and then lengthening to come up to a straight back. Drop the head forwards, reach it up. Round the spine, lengthening it up. Again, rounding, lengthening, coming up. Close the knees in. We're going to roll halfway back, reach the fingertips forwards. Again, rounding back and forwards. For a little extra challenge, clasp the hands behind the head. And forwards and back as you round back, pull the stomach in, really try and get your lower back as much as possible into the floor. How round can you make the spine? Rolling back, pulling the stomach in, coming forwards, relax over, stomach back and forwards, stretch your legs out, and we're going to take a stretch over. Really relax the head down, as if you're yielding to gravity. Just making the body soft into the stretch, and then rolling up. And we're going to take a full roll up, rolling down one vertebra after another. Reach the fingertips back, and then roll up. peeling up vertebra by vertebra and stretching, deep stretch forwards, rolling back, stretching out, lifting the head up and peeling up vertebra by vertebra, and then getting that deep stretch over. Rolling down with control, lengthening the arms, coming up and stretching over, maybe a little bit more. Again, one vertebra after another. Last time, come up, really stretch all the way over. Then come up, bend the right knee, place the right foot against the thigh. Press that right knee down a little bit, lengthen through the spine, keep lengthening, 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 and when you can't go anymore, drop the head down. And again, how soft can you make the muscles of the face, the shoulders? You just drop into the stretch. Slowly rolling up, and let's change legs. Right leg forward, open the left knee, lengthen the top of the head on a long diagonal. Keep lengthening, and when you can't lengthen anymore, drop the head down. Really try and soften, release into the stretch. Just taking our time. And slowly coming up. And again, both legs straight. This time we might be able to go a little bit deeper. Reach the arms forwards and rolling down one vertebra after another, after another. Bring the right knee in, squeeze it into your chest, and use the right hand to open the knee to the right. Left hand drops onto the floor, and bring your focus to the left side of the body, trying to connect the left side down, ground it down into the mat. Bring that leg back and stretch it up. Hold on wherever feels best for you. Really think of lengthening both legs. Let's go for half happy baby. So bend the right knee. You can hold on to your foot or any other part of the leg, opening it to the right as again you're thinking of the left side of the body. Let's take the stretch over to the other side, keeping a soft bend into the knee. Stretch the outside of the right leg so that you're really reaching your toes to the left. And we're going to take leg circles, nice big leg circles, using the center to anchor your torso into the mat and stretching the leg out away from you. Change the direction of the circles, really making them as big and generous as you can. And hug that knee in. We're going to take a twist with the left hand on the right knee. Open the right arm to the side. You might choose to stay exactly where you are, or you can open the left arm to the side, start circling the left hand around and slide the knee in the direction of your arms, and then circle back, opening the right arm again. Right arm initiates taking a half a circle. Open the knee, so bringing your hips towards the floor, your hip points, and then circling it back. One more time if you've chosen to do this variation. So whichever variation we're in, we're really trying to soften into the mat. And then we're all going to open the right knee, use the right hand to press the thigh away from you, and bring the left knee in for four-figure stretch. So you might gently sway from side to side. You might flex the feet. See what feels best for you. And then just relax that out. Notice how your body feels now. All that to the other side. So bring the left knee in. Use the left hand to open the knee to the side. Open the right arm. Think of connecting the right side of your body down into the mat. Bring the leg back to stretch it out. Hold on behind the leg. Lengthen the left leg towards you. Lengthen the right leg out on the floor. Half happy baby. Bend the left knee. You can hold on to the foot or anywhere else on the leg. Again, opening the right arm and pressing the right side of the body down, grounding it into the mat. And taking the leg over to the right, stretching the outside of the left leg, softly bending the knee. Let's come back for the nice, big, generous leg circles. Use a center to ground yourself into the mat, creating as big as circles as you feel comfortable with the leg, and change in the other direction, creating lots and lots of mobility, lots of stability with the center. Bend the knee in. We're going to take a twist with the right hand on the knee. And you might choose just to hang out there, or if you want the other version, open that right hand out, start circling the left hand above your head, slide the knee on the floor, soften your body into the floor, and then start with the arm circling it back. Again, the arm initiates, the knee slides as if it wants to get closer towards the arms. Hip points towards the floor and circling it back, opening the chest. One more time. If you're doing this version, just stay there and soften for a few more seconds. Bring it back, open the left knee, place the right foot on the floor and use your left hand to open up the left thigh before taking the four-figure stretch. So again, you might play a little bit from side to side, you might flex the feet, whatever variation of the four-figure stretch feels best for your body. Relax that out. And then again, bring the right knee in. We're going to go for the single leg stretch. Lift the left leg up and then we're going to switch and switch. Each time you bring the knee in, pull the stomach in a little bit more. Really lengthen the leg out. And we'll continue, but with the hands clasped behind the head. So you're really using your stomach to bring the knee in. And let's take a slow crisscross, bringing one shoulder to the opposite knee and change. And then taking it a bit faster and change and change. Initiating from the oblique muscles, creating lots of space in between the shoulder blades. Relax it down. Hold on to the knees, rocking up and down, massaging the spine. Coming to a sitting position, open your legs, lengthen the top of the head up, inhale. As you exhale, start walking the fingertips forwards on the floor and bring the top of the head down. So again, we're going to take some time to really allow the body to soften. Each exhalation, try and drop down even more. Really relaxing the muscles of the face and the neck and the shoulders. Allowing gravity to do its work and slowly rolling up one vertebra after another. Let's take that over to the right. Walk your hands forwards towards the right foot. Drop the head towards the right shin. Release over. Think of the left sits bones rooting down into the mat. Slowly coming up and over to the left. Walk your hands on both sides of the leg. Relax the head over. Think of your right sits bones anchoring down into the mat and coming up to center. Stretch out the arms and let's go for a slow saw. So reach the left hand over the right foot, reach the right arm back, Soften the top of the head down and bring it to center. Other side. One arm reaches forward as the other arm reaches back. Dropping down and coming up again to the first side. Drop the head down as you draw the navel back. Coming up to the other side. Really relax the head down as you pull the stomach in. Coming up, let's hold on behind the shins for an open leg rocker. So stretch your legs up as much as you want. Round the spine, rock back. And coming up, finding the balance. Rocking back. Coming up, lengthening the legs as much as possible. Rock back. And up. One more time, rock. And up. And let's open the legs up as wide as possible. We're going to take a side bend. Reach the right hand over towards the left. Open up the right side of the rib cage. Lengthen that right leg out. Drop the head. Soften into the stretch. And let's go to the other side. Lift the left arm up. Open the left side of the ribs. Drop the head down towards the right. See how you can release, relax into the stretch. Coming up to center. Close the legs and hold on behind the shins. Rocking back and up. Next time, rock back and stay with your legs over your head. Place your hands on your lower back. Relax the neck and walk both feet a little bit to the right. And then take both feet a little bit over to the left. Bring the legs to center. Press both arms long into the mat. And with control, let's roll down one vertebra after another. Start circling both legs in a corkscrew movement. So you might want to keep it pretty small, or you might want to take your legs all the way over your head for a full corkscrew. And let's go to the other direction, circling, reaching the toes away from you. Inside thighs pressing together, circling, and come to center. Let's take a full happy baby. So you might want to hold onto the foot or anywhere else and just rock from side to side, really enjoying the movement, and then really rocking, closing one leg over to the other as you rock to one side. And coming to center, really relaxed from side to side. And then we're going to come onto lying on our sides. Bend both knees, feel the length through the spine, and we're going to take the top ankle in the top hand and stretch it back. Take a few deep breaths here. Each time you exhale, drawing the stomach in and lengthening through the spine. Then we're going to take the foot up towards the ceiling. You can hold onto your foot or anywhere else that feels good. Again, just breathing into that. And take the leg forwards to the floor. Hold on wherever you want. And lengthen the leg, and we're going to sweep it all the way back so it's parallel to the floor, the knees bent, and swing forwards and back, nice and loose, keeping that length through the spine, forwards and back. And let's circle the leg in the hip socket. As you take the leg up and back, think of the bottom leg dropping down, connecting down into the floor. Nice big circle one way, and then change the direction of the circle. Again, trying to get as much mobility as possible in the hip socket while keeping the spine long and the center connected. Let's come to a mermaid. stretching the neck gently, creating length in between the ear and the shoulder. We're going to go for a side kick, the original version, so really lengthen the underside of your body. You might want to clasp both hands behind your head, flex the foot forward and stretch the leg back. Flex and point, really lengthening it back. Again, lots of mobility in the leg, lots of length and stability in the torso. Kick forwards, reach that leg back. Forwards, sweep it back. Stay there, lengthen. Back to the mermaid this time with a side bend. And coming up onto the knees. Stretch one leg out and stretch over to the side, really opening up the ribs on the top side. Coming up and stretching over to the other side. Again, stretch out the side of the body. You might stay with the knee bent, or for extra challenge, straighten the underneath leg and come down a little bit. Stretch it out even more. Bring the hips down just a bit and stretch, really lengthen the whole side of that body. Stretching it out. Let's come to an all fours position. Keep the torso parallel to the floor as you circle around, drawing the stomach in to support the spine and circle in the other direction. And we'll go into the puppy stretch. So walk your hands forwards, soften your chest down. You might stay there. If you want an extra stretch, bring the palms of the hand together, bring the hands towards your shoulders and just sink the area in between the shoulder blades down as you lift the stomach up. Slowly coming out of that, and we have another side to do. So set yourself up lying on the side, knees bent, spine long. Grab onto your ankle with your hand and stretch it back, opening up the front of the thigh. And we're going to take the leg up. You can grab onto your foot or anywhere else. Just gently draw the leg in towards you. And then bring it down towards the floor, stretching it out. Breathing into the stretch. And sweep it back. And we're going to swing forwards and back. Forwards and back. Nice and loose with the leg. Really long with the spine. And we're going to go into circles. As the knee goes up, think of the bottom leg dropping down, pressing into the floor, and reverse the direction of the circles, working the muscles around the hip. Let's come up for the first mermaid to stretch out the neck, gently lengthening, creating space in between the ear and the shoulder. And keep that space when we go for the traditional side kick. So you might want to clasp both hands behind your hand or keep one on the floor for extra support. Gonna flex the foot forward and lengthen, stretch it out as you go back. Point the foot back, flex the foot forwards, reach the leg back, kick it forwards, back and forwards, swinging the leg, sweeping it back. Coming up for the mermaid with the side bend. Coming up onto the knees, stretching one leg out and stretching over, opening the side of the body. Coming up and stretching over to the other side. Again to the first side, stretch over On this side, I'm keeping my knee down, but feel free to stretch the underneath the leg out if you want a bit more challenge. And then bring the hips down and lift up. Pressing down to lift up. Down. Stretch it up. Stay there, really lengthen. And back to that all fours position. Let's round the back, draw the navel in as you tuck the tailbone, and then arch, inhale, bending the elbows back. Again, rounding and arching the spine. Round. And let's go down onto the forearms. Stretch the legs out to a forearm plank. Draw the stomach in and rock forwards and back. So you really want to stretch out the toes. Reach the heels back and forwards. Let's come down to a Sphinx pose. Press the forearms down to shine the chest forward, really lengthening through the spine. And let it relax. Again, press down to open the chest, open the shoulders, lengthen through the spine. Release it down. Push down. Really lengthen and open. And rotate your head to look over the right shoulder and over the left shoulder. And bring your forehead down. Hands by your shoulders. Press down to open the chest. Gaze forwards. Bend the elbows, coming back down. Again, push down to lengthen. Shine the chest forwards. Bending the elbows, coming all the way back. Press the arms down, open the chest, and then rotate, looking over your right shoulder and the left. Again, rotating to the right and to the left. Open the chest, coming all the way back down. Take the left hand further forwards towards the front of the mat. Press down and again rotate, looking over your right shoulder and back down. Hands press down as you extend and rotate and come back down. I'm going to open the right knee and again push down, looking over your right shoulder and come back down. Again, push down, looking over that right shoulder, coming back down. One more time, pressing down, really lengthening as you rotate and down. Let's change the right hand forward, left hand back. Rotate, looking over the left shoulder and coming back down. Press down with the arms to lift up and then rotate around and coming back down. Let's open up the left knee, pushing down, looking over the left shoulder and coming down. Again, push down, lengthen through the spine, all the way back down. Again, pushing up, really lengthening, coming down. Bring the leg back, both hands underneath the shoulders, press down to reach up and into a rest position, relaxing your forehead down into the mat, coming back to the breath, in and out. Tuck the toes, reach the hips up, really lengthen the legs, lengthen the arms. Sweep the right leg up, open up the hip, bend the knee, press both hands into the floor, and then bring the knee back and bring the leg forwards. Place the foot onto the floor for a lunge. You're going to bring the hips forward, sweep the arms up and cactus the arms, open the chest, gazing up. Bring the palms together and take a twist. So pressing your left elbow against the knee, lengthening to rotate. Coming back, open the right leg a little bit more to the right. You can either have the hands on the floor, or if you want a bit of a deeper stretch, drop down onto your forearms and really sink down as the stomach stays lifting up. Let's move into a pigeon pose. So the shin tries to come parallel to the short edge of the mat. Stretch the back leg long, open the chest, and then soften down and relax the forehead. This can be quite intense, so really allow yourself to relax into it, to breathe and soften the body into this deep hip stretch. Come up and sweep the left leg around so the left foot is on the floor. Lengthen the top of the head up and rotate, twisting around, using the right arm to guide the knee towards the right. And then stack one knee on top of the other, lengthen forwards and really release the top of the head over. Relax the shoulders and the facial muscles. Again, just letting go and allowing gravity to do its thing. Slowly coming up, and we're going to do all that to the other side. So start off in that downward dog position, reaching the heels down and the hips up, long arms. Then sweep the left leg up, open up the hips, press both hands into the mat. Coming forwards with the left leg, place the back knee down, bring the hips forward, circle the arms up and bending the elbows to cactus the arm, lifting up the chest, opening the shoulders, palms together, right elbow presses the left knee, lengthening through the top of the head. And let's open up that left leg. And you can either prop yourself up on your hands or drop down onto the forearms, lifting up the stomach as the head and shoulders relax down. And coming to the pigeon pose. Press down to lengthen and lift, and then walk the hands forwards to relax the top of the head. And it might feel pretty different on this side. Again, we're trying to really relax the body, giving in to gravity and creating more and more softness and release. Coming up, let's sweep the right leg around, place the right foot on the floor, square up the hips, lengthen up, and then twisting around. Shoulders drop down away from the ears. More and more length as we twist. Coming back, stacking the knees over each other, lengthening forwards, and then dropping the top of the head towards the floor. Releasing with each exhalation just a little bit more. Slowly coming all the way back up, and we're going to finish off lying on the floor. Press the feet into the floor, lift your hips and shift them over to the right. Stretch the legs out, and we're going to side bend over to the left. So grab your right hand with your left one. And if you want a deeper stretch, take your right leg and cross it over your left. So you're creating a sort of banana shape. Make sure that it feels good for your body. And you should feel a really beautiful stretch on the right side of the body. So again, how much can you relax and soften into this deep side bend? Let's go over to the other side. So lift up your hips, shift them over to the left, stretch your arms and legs out. Going to grab your left hand in your right. And then if you want a deeper stretch, cross your left leg, your left ankle over your right one. So you're in this banana shape, feeling the stretch on the left side of your body and really releasing into that. Slowly bring yourself out of that stretch, and we're going to finish off with a relaxation. So take up some space, relax your arms and legs into a comfortable position. Notice a sense of length and openness coming to the breath, and just following it with your awareness, noticing how the breath flows in and out of the body. Each exhalation is an invitation to relax a little bit more. I do hope you enjoyed this class, and please subscribe so that we can do some more free classes together.